So you guys can tell by the title that this video is going to be on the new Milani eyeshadow palettes they recently came out with. And I picked up the 01 palette in Must Have Neutrals. I picked up the 02 palette in Bare Necessities. Then I got the 04 palette in Plum Basics. Then I got the 05 palette in Earthy Elements. I am currently wearing 3 of the palettes on my eyes. I'm wearing the Earthy Elements eyeshadow palette. I have this shade, which is a matte in the crease, and then I have this shade, which is a matte on my lid. And then from the Plum Basics palette, I have this matte shade right here on my brow bone. Lastly, I have this deep brown shade from the Bare Necessities palette in my crease just to help deepen it up. So I used all 3 of these today. The only one that I haven't used so far is the Must Have Neutrals. And it's more of a cool tone palette, so it's not really one that I normally go for. So I'm going to go ahead and swatch these for you guys on the back of my hand. I'm going to start with the Must Have Neutrals palette. I'm going to swatch these by 3 since each one of these palettes have 6 shadows in them. The first shade here isn't really coming up true to color, but this is like a really light champagne kind of gold color. And then this one right here is a nice, really light matte. I guess you can use this on the brow bone, but it's too cool tone for me, so I don't know how I would feel about that one on the brow bone. This is more like a cool tone kind of brown taupe. Here are the last 3 shades that we have here. This one is a matte cool tone kind of gray color. This one is a shimmery pinky champagne, and then this one is a matte black. So next we have the Bare Necessities palette. This first shade is just a shimmery champagne, your traditional champagne kind of color. This one here is a cool tone brown. It's showing a bit more gray on me, but it is a cool tone brown. And this one is just a regular gold shimmery shade. These are the last 3 shades in the Bare Necessities palette. The first shade here is a bronzy type of shade. This one is a white shade, but it has a gold shift to it, so it's like that white gold kind of shadow. This one here is just an everyday kind of brown, deep brown shade. Now we have the Plum Basics palette. First 3 shades we have here. This one is a matte cream color. This is the one I used on my brow bone. It's the first shade in the palette. This one is a cool tone brown, and then this one is a light shimmery pink, which isn't really coming across on camera how pink it is, but it is a pink shade. In the last 3 shades we have this shimmery purple plum color, and this shade is a white with a pink duochrome shift to it. It's really pretty. It's not coming across on camera, unfortunately. And this one here is a matte plum shade. Last we have Earthy Elements, and this seems to be the most popular out of all of the ones that I have here. First 3 shades we have here. This one is the first shade in the palette. It's really shimmery kind of champagne. It's not really that pigmented. I had to build it up a little bit. It's not my favorite shade. I'm not really a fan of that one. This one here is a matte, like medium tone brown kind of transition shade. On my skin tone it comes up a little bit ashy, but it looks a lot better on the eye than it does in the swatch. And then this shade here is that orange, that beautiful orange matte shade in the palette, and this one comes off a little bit more orange on the eye. So these are the last 3 shades from the Earthy Elements palette. Here we have like here we have a light looking kind of bronze color, and then here we have a light peachy toned shade with shimmer. And then the last one is like a dark brown bronze shimmery shade. These palettes actually retail for about $10. They're like $9.99 at the store, so they're about $10 a piece. And I think $10 is a bit steep for the drugstore, especially being that you only get 6 shadows. Some of the shades are hits and some of the shades are misses. So I would say that $10 is a bit steep, but overall I do like these shadows a lot. I think they perform on the eye better than they swatch on the hand, and the colors actually show up differently on my eye than they do on the back of my hand. In these palettes, the matte eyeshadows actually perform really well, so really happy about that. Overall, I do like these eyeshadows. I do recommend them. My favorite palettes are the Earthy Elements palette and the Plum Basics palette. I really like these a lot, and I do recommend them. That is all, you guys. That's my opinion on those palettes. I hope that you guys found this helpful. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys on my next video. Peace.